IRA right now? You must be crazy. I've been a customer of Noble Gold a couple of years now. I heard from them here and got in touch. I've never looked back. I'd urge you to do the same if you're worried about the way inflation's going. They have a brilliant team of experts who run through your options and help you to keep safe. And if you're quick, this month for any qualified IRA, you'll get a 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin as a thank you. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call 877-646-5347 now to find out more, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
Truck drivers, are you ready to change lanes to a route closer to home? JB Hunt has just what you're looking for. We have local driving jobs open nationwide in our dedicated intermodal and final mile division. The advantages of driving with JB Hunt go far beyond the road with on-site management and support teams, competitive benefits, job stability, and more. Ready to get home every day? Learn more at drivejbhunt.com. That's drivejbhunt.com. Spectrum Mobile is the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. Visit a Spectrum store today and get unlimited data for only $29.99 a month per line when you get 2 or more lines. No contracts, no hidden fees. Our team of mobile experts are ready to help. Bring your phone or choose from the latest devices. Spectrum's got you covered. Find your local store at spectrum.com/stores and start saving. Offer valid for new customers on 2 or more unlimited lines. Spectrum Internet and autopay required. Restrictions apply.
The job market is competitive right now, so you need to be competitive to attract top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions in your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates currently in the workforce. These candidates are listening right now, looking for new opportunities. Together, we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Me, 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 me. Lottery.com is giving you the chance to make your dreams come true. Buy $25 or more in groceries at your local Shoot for Less and send us a picture of your receipt to get a free $2 Powerball ticket from Lottery.com. It's that easy. Text Lottery to 63566 or visit your local Shoot for Less store for details. Some restrictions apply.
You wouldn't trust a butcher to babysit your pet pig. You wouldn't trust a lumberjack to repair your antiques. Or a professional wrestler to be your massage therapist. So why would you trust anyone but AMCO to fix your car? For over 50 years, we've been the trusted experts in transmission repair. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Limited time offer. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See participating centers for full details. AA, MCO.
Teaching, healing, inspiring, and preparing to meet the ultimate sacrifice. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. What if today you and I could talk voice to voice, and you could ask me anything? You are listening to the Jesus Christ Show. this Sunday as I'm with you every single Sunday right here, answering your questions and talking about the things that truly matter in life, and of course the afterlife. I encourage you to be bold and brave and go to the phone with your theology questions or life solution questions anywhere in the U.S. of A. Dial 800-520-1534. That's 800-520-1534. Jason, welcome to the Jesus Christ Show. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
How can I help you?
Yes, I have a question regarding the existence of evil
Okay.
and the definition of the Christian God. The Christians define God as being omnipotent, omniscient, and omnibeneficent. So if God's all-powerful and all-knowing and all-good, when He created Lucifer, He knew that Lucifer would rebel and become Satan and be the source of all evil. So, in that sense, God is the source of evil.
No. That is a faulty dilemma, actually. You're building up an argument based and coming to a conclusion. In logic, it's called an informal logical fallacy. You're saying A equals B equals C, and it doesn't in this case, because what God creates is something perfect, and with the knowledge that perfection can, and in this case will, become imperfect, but it doesn't mean that God created the imperfection. God only creates the possibility of imperfection by creating perfection. So let's start with that first and then go to the all-knowing part. Evil is a weird thing, Jason. Evil it's a privation. It's the absence of something that should be there. It's not something unto itself. There is no evil thing. You don't step in evil. You don't pour evil into a glass. It's not like that. It is the absence of good. So in order
Like cold.
Yes, exactly. Brilliant analogy. Cold is not, there is no such thing as cold. It's only the absence of heat. And a lot of people misunderstand that. It's the lack of heat that creates cold. It's not something unto itself that is cold. And similarly, you build a good tree or you build a good car. If you have a perfect car, it's perfection unto itself. Yet if it gets rusted, the rust is a privation. It's eating away at the good. It's not something unto itself. It's breaking down the good. Same with rot on a tree. But you don't have an all-rotted tree anywhere. There's no such thing or an all-rusted something. If it was all rusted, there'd be nothing. So evil can't be a totality unto itself because it actually is a privation. It's taking away from something. So what God did do, and you're correct, is allow the possibility and later the execution of evil for the greater good. So think of it this way. Hitler was a bad guy, right? He did bad things.
Yes.
And what were some of the bad things that Hitler did? He killed people, right?
Yeah, genocide and all that.
10 million people. So to eradicate that evil, it would be ridiculous to say, well, the best thing to do would be to kill everybody. Then if you kill everybody, no one will ever kill anybody again, right?
Okay.
So when people ask the question about God and the possibility and the probability of evil, whenever you have good or you have something you shouldn't do, you are actually saying it's better for God not to create at all, which would be the equivalent of somebody killing everybody so no one gets killed again. So what you have is you have the creation of good, which allows for evil as a possibility. As we know now, that possibility became not only a probability, but a reality. And the assumption is that because there is evil, that outweighs the good. And it doesn't, because evil itself is not something. So the good still outweighs the bad, and therefore the good is still the better benefit and the better path in the long run than it would be to have not created at all, which is a moral neutrality. It doesn't have any weight. It's not morally better to create nothing because there's nothing. So God creating something that is good with the possibility of evil that became the actuality of evil is still better because the good will outweigh the evil than it is to create nothing. So even in God's omniscience and all-knowing, and all of these things, God still did what was good, and ultimately which will be best, because this isn't the best world, this is the best path to the best world, which is heaven, which will be the ultimate landing place of purification. And it's just like you would purify metal. It's this is the heating process to make the dross come to the top that gets scraped off for the purification of metal. So to get to that place of purification, evil has to be at least an option, and as we know now, an actual reality.
And I mean, to even discuss good, and to even use the term good, there has to be something to compare it to. It's like a comparative term.
Yes, which is why you need God. You need something. There is no good or evil without a transcendent of which you're using as a canon or a measuring reed to decide what is good. So good is a statement that doesn't mean anything if there is no transcendent or God. It's just an agreed upon term, and therefore no one could judge 1945 Germany, because if you get enough people to agree with something, then it becomes right.
And so in that sense, it's been like a yin-yang type of a thing right then.
No, because
Evil,
yin and yang are equal and opposite. The devil is not equal and opposite of God, any more than rust is equal and opposite of a car. It's not. It's a privation. It's digging away at good, but it's not. It's trying to erode good, but it's not. Yin and yang. That concept is different. That's like day and night, or an equality of light and darkness, and that's totally different. That's not what evil is.
well, I think in the sense of just that there is goodness in the existence of evil, because without evil, nothing would be good.
Well, no. You can have a perfect car with zero rust. You can't have a car that's all rusted. So that's not a true statement. However, what is true about that statement, Jason, is that that there are things in this world that would not exist without evil that are good. So, for instance, nobility would not happen, or courage would not happen without adversity. Firefighters are not heroes without fires. Law enforcement are not heroes without criminals. So, yes, there are things that there are good that is magnified because of the comparison to the privation of evil, most definitely. But you could still have good people without any necessity of evil. Evil is only a necessity now because it exists, and once it's open, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. It exists, and it will, in this world, will proliferate. But good people can still make decisions to do good things, and ultimately, God's conclusion is heaven. So God sees the end as well, and knows that the end is better than not creating at all, and having those people that are good be in a place that is good still supersedes and transcends the bad or the erosion that is taking place here on this earth. Just like a rusted car is better than no car. And
God is the source of all things. He's still the source of the potential even for there to be rest.
Yeah, that's very fair to say. God is the source of all things, and therefore God is the source of the possibility of evil by creating good. It's just like saying that your parents are the source of your death. I mean, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's good too.
So yes, there are some things that you can't separate from it, Jason, but in the big scheme of things, it's still better to have you live whatever years you live here, and I guarantee your parents would agree, better to have a moment with you than to have you never to have existed. And one day, yes, the laws of thermodynamics state that you are going to break down and simplify and die. So that's a bummer. But the life that you live is still precious no matter how long. If you live for one day, it still has value and has value to your parents and to the people that you touch and experienced you, even though you will one day die. So regardless of how long you're on this planet, as long as you're doing things that are for the betterment of mankind, you're still adding to it in good, and that death will be overshadowed by the great things and the legacy that you leave behind, hopefully, and have power in that. And so if you were to focus on the death, saying, well, we're all going to die, and my parents just basically started my death by giving me birth, and you would miss the beauty of the life in between, and I hope that you don't.
No, it doesn't do. It doesn't sense the life. It's well made for Kevin, to get that great life. It's just God. Eventually wants all of us to live in this purpose beyond. How could there be a place unto itself that is perfect without there being
Okay, so why this then? Well, I think that's the analogy. Why didn't God just put us in heaven, you mean? Just start there and not have the possibility of evil?
Or not just that, but just once this heaven exists and you get there, how can it be sustained without there being any sort of a possibility
of evil. Okay, because we're up against the break, I'm going to take this break, but please have a piece of you are listening to the Jesus Christ Show. To ask your question, dial 800-520-1534.
Hi, Rick Edelman here. You want to finally understand all this hubbub about blockchain and digital assets? I'm excited to tell you that you can now order your copy of my brand new book, The Truth About Crypto. The Truth About Crypto is my straightforward, practical guide to introduce you to the most profound innovation for commerce since the invention of the internet. Blockchain technology is going to add $2 trillion to the world's economy this decade. I'm a #1 New York Times best-selling author, and my new book shows you how you can engage in today's new investment marketplace. The Truth About Crypto. It's fun to read, easy to understand. Most importantly, it gives you the sound, practical information you need to succeed with this new asset class. I cut through the jargon to reveal why blockchain is so transformative and how it works. A must-read guide if you want to achieve investment success today. Order your copy of The Truth About Crypto right now at your favorite bookseller.
This report is sponsored by MGM Resorts. Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you stay at any of the 20-plus MGM Resorts nationwide. Now with MGM Rewards, you can dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Visit MGMRewards.com for more details. Subject to earning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
From the host of the hit true crime podcast, Dr. Death and Bad Batch, comes a brand new, unbelievable story. Sympathy Pains investigates the shocking tale of one woman, a former nurse, who spent nearly 20 years faking illnesses and tragedies until the victims confronted her on national television.
Sarah Gillespie told people she had leukemia or muscular dystrophy, even Ebola. She knew enough to be convincing, but it was all a lie.
Listen to Sympathy Pains on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Dean Sharp. In 2022, where is your best chance at finding the appliances you need at the best price, in stock, and ready to deliver? WDC Kitchen and Bath Center. Go to WDCappliances.com, WDCappliances.com.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshares. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy if you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check. to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? But the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-497-9090. 800-497-9090. 800-497-9090.
You know, I sure don't like the look of where the world is headed right now. Do you? The Ukraine-Russian war, gas going up, oil going up, fertilizer going up, wheat going up, in fact, all food going up. I already have my IRA with Noble Gold, so I'm safe from inflation. But I'm going to add to it. If you don't have a precious metals IRA right now, you must be crazy. I've been a customer of Noble Gold a couple of years now. I heard from them here and got in touch. I've never looked back. I urge you to do the same if you're worried about the way inflation's going. They have a brilliant team of experts who run through your options and help you to keep safe. And if you're quick, this month for any qualified IRA, you'll get a 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin as a thank you. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call 877-646-5347 now to find out more, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com.
Good morning in Diamond Bar. We do have a clear class of 60 east off of land, the freeway lane of block. You need to call for lane, the 57 South Connector Road is open. Take the clear class investigation now heading from Lemon. And if you are in Diamond Bar on the 57 north on the 60, that connected to the 60 west line is also shut down. And that'll be there till 60 tomorrow morning. First in Diamond Bar Boulevard in Pasadena, now it's back in the 134 west on the first line right there. Looks like a big blue glass of road on its side in the left lane there, causing the backup. Almost from about the 210. Clarifying the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Kathy Moses.
If you just Sunday is on with your extra single Sunday. Right here, answering your questions and talking about things to matter on the line. And the afterlife. Answers will be bold and brave, where the phone is your theology questions or life solution questions. English. In the U.S. of $8, 800-520-1534. It's 800-520-1534.
Here's a special question.
But a very wonderful question. I love that type of thinking. He's asking about the concept of the problem of evil and talking about heaven. So, as we were chatting about heaven, we asked, how come there's no fluctuations in heaven? How would it be stable? And the best way to understand that is the finality of a decision, like, let's say, death. If you were to die, that is final. There is no do-over. There's nothing else you can do to change that experience or that place, right? It is what it is. Same with heaven. Once that decision is made for heaven and unto death, then you are going to experience that for eternity. That's why there's no fluctuation. You are listening to the Jesus Craig Show. To ask your question, dial 800-520-1534. KFI News on the hour, on the half, and when it breaks.
Watch
Welcome to KFI 24-hour news.
Oh, the
I'm Actress Angelina Jolie made a surprise visit to Ukraine. The actress and UN Special Envoy for Refugees spoke with displaced civilians who had found refuge in Lviv. Some of those people were children undergoing treatment for injuries from a Russian missile strike on a railway station. At least 52 people were killed in that attack. A man is dead following a shooting in the Vermont Knolls area. LA police say the victim was standing in the street talking to people in a car near 85th Street and Figueroa Street last night. When someone walked up and saw him, the victim was pronounced dead at a hospital. The shooting is under investigation as a homicide. The city of Los Angeles has marked 30 years since the Rodney King verdict and the riots. Community leaders and family members of King, including his daughter Laura, held an event in his honor on Friday to bring together citizens of Los Angeles.
We're 30 years later. We have this forward, but let's push so that we won't be a next hashtag.
The unrest that hit the city stemmed from the LAPD officers' acquittal in 1992 after King's videotaped beating during a traffic stop that made national news. King passed away in 2012 at the age of 47. Tonight's Country Music Hall of Fame ceremony in honor of the judge is going on as planned. The Hall of Fame and museum says it is moving forward with the ceremony despite yesterday's news. 76-year-old Naomi Judge passed away. The mother-daughter duo known as the Judge will still be inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. The former CEO at the House of Mouse is looking to set a California state record.
This is Jacob Emrani. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
For $225 million, which would be the most expensive home sale in California history. It spans 5 acres on a bluff above Watkins Cove, a small secluded beach difficult to access because of the tide. The former Walt Disney Company chief executive bought the property in the 90s and added at least 4 adjacent parcels over the years. The current California home sale record was set last year when billionaire Mark Andreessen spent $177 million on his Malibu compound. Mark Ron, KFI News.
Now headed out to Pasadena on the 210.
That's right, we have a crash on the 134 westbound. 54 left, we are at the crash in carpool and left lane. The big rig on its side now lost its load, so it looks like that's going to be there quite a while now. It looks like it's backing up to about the 210. Also, trouble in Diamond Bar as well. We have a crash on the 60 East on Grand. That is also a state right lane block here. And they're very heavy for running. This is a state of crash investigation now. Only the carpooling and the 57 South Connector Road is open there. And also on the other side, 57 northbound to 60, that connects with the 60 westbound shut down until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. KFI, and this guy helps get you there faster. I'm Kathy Moses.